Hello, my name is Maria Elena Alen. I immigrated from Cuba in 1966 with my parents and my brother. We came thanks to Lyndon B. Johnson, which in 1965 was giving a speech in front of the Statue of Liberty, and he said that any Cubans or people from other countries that needed to have asylum should be able to get it in the United States. Next day, Fidel Castro gave a speech, very long speech, saying that any Cubans that wanted to leave could leave. So Lyndon B. Johnson took the opportunity and created the Freedom Flights, which got people out of Cuba 2 flights a day, 5 days a week. We were very lucky to be out in 1966 and still grateful to the United States for that opportunity. I've lived in Ocala for 29 years. It's our home now. I do not have any family or friends in Cuba at this time. I do have extended family. When I went to Cuba in 2004, I had the opportunity to meet him, and I think he was part of the government, so we didn't get to be too close. People should know that in Cuba, the lucky ones that have a refrigerator, most probably is empty with just a jar of water, no medicines, blackouts every day or very often, no toilet paper. There is one person in every block in Cuba that is a member of the Communist Party, so their job is to watch constantly who comes in and who comes out with what. There's a lot of things in the black market. People that have a job, like if I work in a pencil industry and you work in a pen industry, we exchange our goods. We steal our goods, we exchange our goods, and that's how we get whatever we can get to eat. Education, you know, when people say education is free. In Cuba, you get education if you participate in the party activities. And also they get to pick what you're going to study, depending on your grades and that sort of thing. I recently, after the protests in Cuba, had the opportunity to listen to a recording from a cousin of a very good friend of mine. And it was really interesting to hear what he had to say. He says that there's 3 different groups that make up that group of protesting. One is the educated people that know what they're doing, they really want changes in the government in Cuba, and they were passive protests. Then there came a group of people that don't really care about anything, they just wanted to make noise. And the third group, delinquents, breaking things, stores, glasses, and stealing, and that created certain chaos. That was not the idea. Unfortunately, these people do not have a leader. They're not organized because there's a lot of watching over their shoulders all the time. So there's not really, you know, what he says is people are again in their houses, everything has dissipated. I don't really think anything is going to happen from their protest. Apparently the government is back in total control. I again feel very fortunate to be in the United States. I love the United States. I cannot imagine my life in Cuba. I feel sorry for them, and I hope that they get new leaders that can really make a change for the Cubans in Cuba. I believe that the current administration is talking about giving some internet to Cuba. I think that would be very helpful. The vaccines, I think, would help them, especially if they can work something out in which they could control it. Other countries really need to persuade and motivate Cuba to make some changes in the government.